Yo, what is up, guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button, and also, if you guys could smash the like. A little bit different of a video today. UFC 249 was, in my opinion, outstanding. I have to say, I'm not the biggest MMA fan in the world. I would say I'm a casual at best. In fact, I'm probably a level below a casual, to be honest. I would say I'm a super casual, but, obviously with what's been going on, we've had no sport whatsoever, and I'm a boxing fan first and foremost, as you know, but I was hungry for any type of combat sport. So when UFC 249 was announced behind closed doors, I was interested. I watched the card, and I was thoroughly impressed. I really enjoyed the night of fights. There were some great fights on this card. There were talking points, there was controversy. This card really delivered, all things considered. And in my opinion, this card really highlighted how the UFC are kings of combat sport in America. Like I say, the card itself was really good. The main event, Justin Gaethje versus Tony Ferguson, fun fight. Justin Gaethje put on a really good performance. Excellent striking performance, landed bombs throughout, and he dissected Tony Ferguson in a fairly one-sided fight. Going into that fight, I was talking to Johnny Boy on one of his streams, and I was saying I was really giving Justin Gaethje a good chance in that fight, but I didn't expect him to dominate in that fashion, I've got to say. Justin Gaethje put on a great performance. Francis Ngannou versus Rosenstrike, a 20-second knockout. Ngannou blew that guy away. Brutal knockout, great to watch. You had Henry Cejudo versus Dominic Cruz, a bit of a controversial stoppage. Talking points again. You had Cowboy Cerrone versus Anthony Pettis. Both of those guys were past their best, but they put on a good show. You had Vicente Luque versus Nico Price. That was a very good fight as well. Calvin Kattar versus Jeremy Stephens. That was a great fight with a great knockout. This card was just stacked from top to bottom. Great fights, great moments, talking points, controversy, and just a great card and a great day for the UFC. Like I say, they really highlighted how they are the kings of combat sport in America. Say what you want about UFC and Dana White, but they are innovators. They really are. Dana White himself arguably is the best promoter in combat sports right now. He really was instrumental in bringing the UFC from nothing to where they are now, a massive multi-billion pound company. So Dana White, he's an innovator, like I said. Getting live sport on during this time has been a challenge, but he's achieved it. And, for me, that event was a success, UFC 249. And that card, in my opinion, could be really important for the UFC. In the time we're in now, a lot of people they're really wanting live sport, and no matter what it is. So when UFC 249 was made, a lot of people would be checking out MMA for the first time because there's nothing else on. And that card was a great advertisement for MMA, and potentially they've gathered new fans from that. And that really goes to show the innovation of the UFC and Dana White. They really have their finger on the pulse and they know what they're doing. And they have to be credited for that. Like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed the card. I'm not the biggest MMA fan in the world, but I enjoyed it. Maybe because I've not seen any live sport for a long time. Maybe it's that, but I really enjoyed it, I have to say. And as for the fights being in, obviously, a no-crowd arena, I thought that really introduced an interesting dynamic to the fights. I loved hearing every punch and every kick land. I thought that sounded great. You could hear the corners instruct their fighters and, give instructions. It was an interesting environment to watch a fight. And like I said, I really enjoyed it. I'm hoping boxing follows suit by having some behind closed doors fights. I would certainly watch them. I really would. But we'll see what happens there. But credit to the UFC, credit to Dana White for getting this show going and getting it done. And, they're going to have more shows going forwards during this coronavirus epidemic. So yeah, fair play to the UFC, fair play to Dana White. Let's hope boxing can follow suit. And obviously, congratulations to Justin Gaethje. He put on a great performance, and now he's going to be fighting Khabib Nurmagomedov. Well, he should be anyway. But regardless, share your thoughts below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Peace.